Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this first edition of this annual Advent tradition known as the Advent Hope. I just want to let you guys know what's going to be going on in the next couple weeks. For those of you who guys don't know, I am a Roman Catholic. So what I plan to do is I plan to use the readings. I plan to use the readings from the Mass. Pick out one topic I feel is important in those readings, and from them, kind of give a a message, an inspiring message when it comes to the season of Advent, which we're going to be getting into, which we are into by the time you read this, at the time of this video's creation. First week is going to be all about a persistent hope. I don't have to tell you guys, or I don't have to tell you, dear readers and viewers, that life is hard, that life is messy, that life is tough, and life for a person on the spectrum can get really depressing sometimes. You deal with burnout, you deal with masking, you deal with rejection, you deal with everything under the sun, and sometimes it can be really depressing. It can even lead to burnout, and it can make you feel like you're inadequate in parts of your life. I have um that is where persistence comes in. Now I want to just explain where persistence comes in my life. I have a friend right now who's dealing with some hard times in his life, and I I've mentioned this individual before. I won't mention his name, but he's a pillar of the community. He's someone that act. He's someone that believes in the people that he serves. He's a teacher, and one of the things he always has inspired in me is how to be persistent in your life, how to make sure that things that seem hopeless aren't hopeless. And I want to just say out the record, on the record, that I really believe in this guy, and I know he's fighting with everything he has to come back home safely. But this is an individual who started Hope Rocks, who started all these awesome things in the community, and really has been persistent in who's really been persistent in hope, who's really made a difference in my life and helped me to be persistent in hope in my daily struggles. Sometimes there are a lot of them during the time I got to see him recently in the ICU. I I honestly broke down. I mean, it was so hard for me to see my friend like this, and he just made me realize just how wonderful it is to persist in hope. About how fruitful it can be to be persistent in hope. And on a personal note, I just wanted him to know that I'm thinking about him and I'm praying for him every day. And it's kind of the reason why I want to go in this persistence thing. I mean, life, as I've mentioned early in this video, life is messy. Life is tough, and life can be really hopeless at times, or depressing at work, and depressing at best. But it's at the time where you have to really rely on your friends, on your family, if not biological, then the ones that you see as family, and believe in them because they believe in you, and help in, and we can use that support system to be persistent in our own lives, to make it feel like things aren't hopeless, that things aren't as bad as they seem, that things can get better and will get better, and they have to get better. The last 2 years have told us anything is that persistence is key when it comes to certain aspects of our life. faith very much included. So with that being said, that's the first topic I wanted to speak on. I'll be speaking on other topics in the coming weeks. I just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys are feeling down on yourselves, if you guys are feeling that things are hopeless, just know that I am there with you, and that I'm praying for all of you guys. So if you like this video, check me out on YouTube on the Autistic Super Channel. You can check me on Instagram, on Twitter, and you can check out all my videos on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. So stay safe, stay strong, be hopeful, God bless, and as always, shine on.